Hey, good morning, everybody. It's early mornings LA. How are you? Did you crush the Tuesday? Well, time to crush the Wednesday. You're the hump day. You're almost over the hump, and I'm not referring to someone's hairstyle. Yeah, there's a little hump on the top of the hairstyle. So, you crush the hump day. Big developments on your second stimulus check overnight, and really shocking news as billions of dollars are disappearing that could have been for stimulus. Where did it go? Did it go to someone's hairstyle? No, it didn't. Did it go to the casino? No, Sirloin didn't eat it or graze on it either. And what does that mean as hundreds of billions of dollars are disappearing by the minute and more hundreds of billions of dollars could be disappearing? What about SSDI, that $2,400? And how about that $500 for CARES Act 1 money that's sitting at SBA that could be repurposed as a $5,000 stimulus check? Why is hundreds of billions of dollars disappearing right now when we need stimulus? And what does this mean as to what's going to happen next week and in December? I told you this was happening. I don't tell you news after the fact. I tell you before. And now, big developments. And meantime, I continue to give viewers incredible sums of money. Thousands of dollars, $24,000. Got several, half a dozen people EIDLs yesterday, more escalated benefits and more CARES Act 1 grants. And they should be next year. And this is Wednesday mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, early morning. How are ya? It's early mornings LA. How are ya? It's the 6 a.m. edition. If you're joining me on the East Coast at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, this is a live broadcast, and boy, there's breaking developments across the board. If you've not subscribed to this channel, you need to subscribe because I'm getting viewers thousands of dollars of money right now. This is stimulus money. This is some stimulus money that was given from the federal government to your state and then given to the cities and county. It's money for you. You did not know about it. A lot of viewers did not know about it. For example, I'm getting viewers $24,000 in 2 days. I'm getting viewers $14,000 in 1 day, $8,000 in 1 day for money that they didn't even know was there for them until they saw my recordings. Meantime, I'm mustering an entire group of people helping you get this money as well, with no less than 5 volunteers now helping you around the clock. So this is an incredible community. I'm updating the grants and the loans and the free money and the stimulus and the rent and utilities by the minute as soon as it comes in. And boy, I want you to get it, so please subscribe. Also like this video. This is also a live instant premiere, and as an enhanced viewing experience, you can look over here and it's a live instant chat. It's the same familiar faces every morning. You get your cup of coffee and you tune it in and you see your familiar faces every morning. There's usually about the same 60,000 viewers who tune in every morning and chat and interact. If you need help on finding these grants, please drop a comment over there. Someone will be able to help you. And it's a lighthearted, fun-free, carefree environment. And if anyone is other than that, certainly send me a DM and I'll take care of it appropriately. But thank you for tuning in. And boy, they're celebrating everywhere from here to as we try to keep it positive and trying to get it to the positive end. So let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you tune in this morning is that $500 billion is gone. Just gone. Where'd it go? It walked away. No, there's literally $500 billion gone that was supposed to be for your stimulus relief, and now there could be upwards of $1.6 trillion gone by mid-December, and I've been warning you this about for a while. What's going on? Let me explain to you the core of what's happening. There was unused money at SBA, $800 billion of CARES Act 1 money that the president can use as a stimulus check and repurpose as a stimulus check. That can also be repurposed by act of Congress to set out as a stimulus check. Then there was about $500 billion that Steve Mnuchin identified last Friday. And then last Thursday, he told the Federal Reserve to return its money. And the Federal Reserve was sort of not happy about, but they did return it on Monday. And there's also money in the cities and counties. That's the money I'm getting you, the free money, stimulus money, rent, utilities, food. More about that in a second. That's coming back in mid-December if it's not unused. That's coming back. And there's other money. The total of it is 1.6 trillion. Well, yesterday, some of the money came back from the Federal Reserve, and it came in from another place, about $500 billion, $500 billion. What did Steve Mnuchin do? He put it in the bank. He put it in the Treasury. He put it in the Treasury, and by putting it in the Treasury, it no longer can be repurposed for stimulus checks. Yes, it can no longer be repurposed for stimulus checks. Ironically, on Friday, he and Mitch McConnell did exactly what I've been saying for weeks. They reached out to the Democrats and said, hey, we have all this money. You want to repurpose this for stimulus checks? You want to repurpose this for a stimulus package? We can do it right now. We can send it out. Democrats said no. Okay, he said, okay, fine. I'm not helping you anymore. I'm putting the money in the bank. And guess what? Now that the money is in the bank, the Treasury, it can't come out unless a congressional vote approves its removal. And the congressional vote requires the Republicans from the Senate to approve it, which they're not going to approve. So guess what? As more of that $1.6 trillion comes back home, it's going in the bank and can't be sent out for anything. Can it be sent out by executive order by the president? Well, yes, with what's sitting around now. Can he still do it all the way up to mid-January? But will he do it? By all accounts, it doesn't look like the president's going to do executive orders, and it looks like that anything that comes back that's past due, Treasury's going to put it into Treasury, and it'll be locked up, and it'll never be used again for stimulus relief in this country, ever. And that they'll have to start again from scratch with a new bill and a new negotiations with the Republicans. Shocking. So what does this mean for your stimulus relief? Ultimately, everyone's under fire to get stimulus out immediately. And Janet Yellen, who's the new Treasury appointee for the Biden camp, is reassuringly positive that stimulus is going to go out right away. She is an economist. She's not Nancy Pelosi. And she will be the lead negotiator, not Nancy Pelosi. You don't put them in even the same sentence. So Janet Yellen will be pushing to get stimulus. The question is how, when, and how. Joe Biden wants stimulus to go out during the holidays, but hasn't been able to get it going. And so as you sit here today, is there a stimulus check going out today? No. Is there a stimulus check going out this weekend? No. Is there one going out next week? Not yet. So what am I doing? I'm getting viewers money right now. This is free money. This is money that you qualify for. Every single viewer of this channel can get this money, even if you're on SSDI, SSI, and Social Security benefits, even if you're a single parent, even if you're employed, even if you're unemployed, even if you're disability, even if you're a veteran, even if you're a single kid, even if you're an adult kid, even if you're working, you can get this money. The only two people who can't get this money is Sir Lloyd. Sir Lloyd cannot get the money. Sorry. No cows involved. And then two, the other group that can't get the money is very rich people, which is also Sir Lloyd and his friends. So those are the only two people who can't get it. Otherwise, you should be getting it. So what I've now made very clear to you is that if you go to the community page of this channel, which I'll drop in the pinned comment to this video. The community page, I consistently post the 5 helpers. These are 5 volunteers who you should lean on after you've done the resources and the steps I've told you to do. There's 3 things you can do. First, CARES Act 1. Then there's escalated benefits, and then there's EIDL. Let's first do CARES Act 1, and let's do everything about CARES Act 1 starting right now. Oh, before I get to CARES Act 1, I want to go over SSI. So SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits. Biden wants to give you $2,400 for SSI and SSDI. This is a special stimulus check on top of a stimulus check that you would get, that everyone else would get. This is $200 a month every month from now all the way up to December 31st of next year. Then he wants to give you up to a 20% increase lifetime. This is incredible, great news. So if you're making $1,000 a month, he wants to pay you $1,200 a month because he thinks you're behind, which you are. You haven't had step-ups for a long time. Third, he wants to have you step up annually based upon a new indicator other than a new index other than COLA. This is also incredible, great news. So that's not money now. Money now, I literally refer to as money today and tomorrow and the day after. That's what money is now. That's not money now. That's money thereafter. So money now, let's get back to CARES Act 1. There's a lot of ways to get this money. Let me give you an example. Someone said in Massachusetts, there's no rental in Massachusetts. I had a viewer get $14,000 in Massachusetts. Someone said there's no rent in California. Yeah, a rent grant for San Diego County went live yesterday. There's no utilities anywhere. California has utilities in every state. Almost every single state has utilities. Let's be very frank. There's several hierarchies on what you're looking for. You start with rent. And then after that, you look for utilities. I got to tell you, utility grants are generally available almost everywhere. I can't express that more clear. Then food. Food grants are almost available everywhere. And then medicine. And then in a very small amount, hazard pay and business grants, which I don't get that many questions about anyway. So it's very, very rare. So the rental assistance is 6 months to 12 months. It's thousands of dollars. It's not $2,000. It's six, eight, 10, $14,000. How does this work? It applies to almost anyone. So I want you to apply. Then the question is, where is it located? And this is the number one question I have. You need to work the telephones, then the internet, then lean upon the volunteers. First, the telephone. Call your city hall. Call your county hall. Call your state housing authority. Then, also, if we're doing utilities, call every utility company you have, water, gas, electric. When you're calling, the words you're using is, I'm looking for rental assistance because of COVID. I'm looking for utility assistance because of COVID. Rental help pay my rent bill because of COVID. Make it very, very simple. Assistance, help, assistance, help. Very, very basic words. Now, you and I know that it's called rent grants. You and I know it's grants for COVID, rent grants, but the word grant confuses some call center operators because when they hear the word grant, they think it means we're just passing out money for any purpose. No, that's not what you're calling about. It sounds like you're just asking for a stimulus check. Are you giving out $20,000 checks on the phone today? No, we're not sending out $20,000 checks on the phone today. But what are you looking for, sir? I'm looking for help paying my rent. Of course we have that. We're just not sending out $20,000 checks to, buy a new Harley today. So you have to use very basic words for these people because, they're overworked, unlike congressmen. So use very, very simple words. Next, the internet. The internet is your friend, as one viewer said. And, I sort of laugh when they said it because I do the same thing. Hold up your phone, push the button where there's a microphone, and say, City Hall official website. Everyone talks that way when you talk on your phone. City Hall official website. And then it misunderstands the word official. Official. Did you hear me? Official. And that's how you can pull up your City Hall official website if you're not good with the internet. You can just talk into your phone and the phone will bring up the website. And on the website, you'll see the city grants for rent, for utilities, and for food. Very simple. Finally, if all that fails and you've done it for a while, I don't mean 20 minutes, I don't mean 2 hours, I mean a while, then lean on the volunteers. There's no less than 6 of them now that are here to help you. They're all wonderful people, so treat them with really kind respect like they're family members to you. They're volunteering their time out of courtesy because I helped them, and so now they're helping you. And if you want to volunteer as well, send a DM because I think we're going to be doing this for a while. We'll be doing this probably to mid-December, which is generally when these things are going to disappear. I'm helping you and you're helping others because Congress is not helping us. All right, now let's get to EIDL. EIDL is at sba.gov. And what's important to understand is that it's there. And my prediction, because I'm usually right with this, is I don't think it's going to be around after mid-December. So I've done $5 to $25 million in EIDL over the years, and guess what? I have never seen so many EIDLs approved within 24 hours as I've seen in the last few days. Every few hours, I get someone that sends me a private message that sent me a private message the day before and said, the one the yesterday would say, okay, I'm going to go apply for the EIDL. And then the one today says, I got approved. What? And then the same thing, I would get a message, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going to go apply for an EIDL. The next morning, I got approved. I'm like, wait a second, what's going on? I have done them fast in the past, but this is incredibly fast. And what I mean by this is that this seems to suggest they're sort of wrapping this up as well. I don't think EIDL is going to be around any longer. So it's economic injury disaster. It's at sba.gov. It is a lending instrument. You do not need a good good credit score. There's always some fake narrative about it. You only need a 570 Experian Vantage 3.0, which you can get to very easily by doing the Experian Boost, which is free, raises you 25 points, and calling up Experian to remove adverse entries. But please check your Experian Vantage 3.0 score, which is free to check before applying. And ultimately, once everything is lined up, you're going to get it approved within 24 hours. Understand that if you're applying because of your thing that you do that appears on your tax return, keep everything as you. Your name, your social security number, your bank account, your name as the business name, and keep it all consistent. Don't mess up and throw things together like a big smorgasbord or a mess of someone's hairstyle. Don't put, this corporate ID with that checking account and his brother's social security number, my thing. Keep it all very, very clean. And that's how they're approving them very, very fast. All right, next, escalated benefits. Escalated benefits, boy. So much developments about that. I'm going to hit on escalated benefits in the video right after this at the bottom of the hour, the 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time edition. Please tune in for that. I'm going to have big developments on that and more about what does this mean for your stimulus. Ultimately, what I want you to understand and leave me with this morning is that we remain focused on your second stimulus. We remain focused on your second stimulus package. But as we approach Thanksgiving, there is no stimulus package approved. There's no bill upon which they're negotiating even the stimulus package. And so why would I spend so much of my waking breath and your waking breath on something that's not happening this week when I can get you $10, $15, $5, $6, $8,000 right now, and $8,000 makes the difference. I got to tell you, I really would wish that you would be able to see the comments from viewers that get $6,000 or $7,000. Their comments show the importance of getting this money. The comments are generally something like, "My Lord, you have no idea how this is going to change my family's life between now and January. I thank you so much. You can't imagine I was behind on my rent, or I was having problems paying my bills, or I was laid off. This is going to change my life." Ultimately, what I'm saying this for you is not for me. I'm saying it for you because there's always some person who has some impediment to think, maybe I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do it. I don't know. Or I called someone on the phone and they said it doesn't exist. And I'm sort of tired. And I'll just wait for that stimulus check. I'll just wait for that thing. I'll just wait. I don't want you to wait. That thing will come, but I don't want you to wait for it. I want you to get this money right now, because when you have $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 now in November, everything is going to be better when we go into December together as a family. And I don't want you to not do it. Also, if you are looking and you are emotionally ready to do this, and you are looking for it, and you've reached an impediment, don't give up either, because giving up is not how to spear this channel. We'll get you the money. Don't worry about that. We'll get you food. We'll get you we are not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not changing subject matters as well. There's always some person that says, "I just want to know about the stimulus check." Okay, I told you about the stimulus check in this video. I just want to know when I'm getting a stimulus check. You're not getting a stimulus check today. Oh, okay. So now that you know you're not getting a stimulus check, let me get back to the big issue, is getting you some stimulus checks now, not second stimulus check. Oh, okay. And when you get that clear, then you understand that we're going to push and you're going to get the money. Just stay with me. Continue to follow the videos. There's a lot of videos in a given day. And coming up at the 6:30 edition at the bottom of the hour, more about this as well. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay valid for more.